Once more, stressing on the symmetric matrices, A transpose equal to A, so it's a symmetric matrix. The anti-symmetric ones بعرفهم ازاي؟ Principal diagonal equal to 0, والnumbers اللي above الdiagonal exactly زي النمبرز اللي هي تحت الdiagonal. معايا؟
If I'm multiplying the matrix by another matrix, but the number of rows isn't equivalent to the number of columns. The number of columns isn't equivalent to the number of rows. However, the number of columns is equivalent to each other. And I necessarily multiply that matrix by the transpose, then multiply that transpose by itself to the equivalent to A.
You lost.
Okay.
You lost. Okay, Rami. After I finish this, please do. I will go through it with you. Okay? We will write it. تمام؟ ماشي. Symmetric okay, anti-symmetric okay. ماشي الحال؟ Okay. We have defined this previously. Anyone knows what's the trace of a matrix? Rami, do you remember?
The A?
Trace of a matrix. Trace of a matrix. Jalal? The sum of the diagonal elements. The sum of the diagonal elements. It's called the trace of a matrix. It is the sum of the diagonal elements. Okay? That's what's called a trace of a matrix. Okay. Trace of A times B equal the trace of B times A. Trace of A transpose equal trace of A. Trace of A plus B equal trace of A plus trace of B. Okay. Done. I'm dying to reach this part. Let's do some exercises. Okay? It's very, very simple. He's asking you about A plus 2B. These are the matrices that you can see. First of all, is this possible? A plus 2B? Yes. Is it possible? Why it's possible? Okay, they have the same dimension, so yes, we can do it. Okay, 2C minus D. 2C minus D. 2C minus D.
Yes, possible. Not possible.
Not possible. Why not possible? C is a 2 by 2 matrix, but D is a 2 by 1 matrix. You can't add them together or subtract them from each other. The condition is to have the same dimension.
يعني you can multiply them, but you can't add.
If I ask you about multiplication, we will see about that. In multiplication, this is 2 by 2, this is 2 by 1 says they can be multiplied to each other and the result will be 2 by 1. Okay? طيب دول محتاجين نعمل فيهم حاجة؟ طب خليني أسألك أنا بسؤال تاني. فراس, can you get the value of the element 2, 2?
2B?
2, 2. I need the result.
Yes. So it's going to be 2.
The entry A, 2, 2 for this matrix.
Oh,
For the sum of these two matrices.
So A plus A22 plus A2B.
First of all, go to A for the element 2, 2, which is
-5.
then go to B for the element is 1. Then do this -5 plus 2 times 1. So it's going to be -5 plus 2 times 1. The result will be -3.
هو احنا A22
ثلاث فاهمين؟
انا مش فاهم.
طيب.
يعني second column
Second row. Second column. هقول لك بقى جبتها ازاي؟
السؤال بيقول السؤال ما بيقولش A22.
لا انا ما سالتش السؤال ده.
انا بقول لك
لا مش
ماشي خلاص.
لكن لو انا عايز اجيبهم دي سهله اهي. اعملها معايا كده عمر صح؟ اعملها عمر كده. انا هجمع A plus 2B يبقى 2 plus 2 times 2 which is gonna be 4. 0 plus 2 times 1 which is gonna be 2. 1 plus 2 times 2 which is gonna come up to 5. خليك معايا يا رامي عشان بغلط. 4 plus 2 times 2 so it's gonna come up to 8. -5 plus 2 times 1 which is gonna come up to -3. 2 plus 2 times 1 which is gonna come up to 4. I'm asking you about the entry of 2, 2. فين الاليمنت اللي هو 2, 2؟
اللي هو -3.
انا جبته على طول، اقدر اجيبه على طول.
انت افتكرت بنحل سؤال وبنطلع A22.
لا بس كده واضح يعني.
واضح.
تمام. اوكي، لان خلي بالك هو ممكن يعني لو انا if I were in his shoe وانا عايز اختبرك في ده اروح مختار identity value معينه entry معينه واروح قايل لك
حضرتك الانسر بقى تحتاج نعمل نكتبها كده عادي مش محتاج نكتبها كده صح؟
طبعا في الكويز once you answer any quiz you should have a piece of paper your calculator beside you.
ايه ده في كالكوليتر الكورس اللي جاي؟ في كالكوليتر الكورس اللي جاي؟
I didn't ask you about the calculator. I will give you a couple of problems and I will ask you to solve it. That's it. So I didn't mention it. Why you are mentioning that? Okay, guys, خليكم معايا بقى. أنا عايز A times D. Is it possible? A times D. Is it possible? A times D. Is it possible? This is 2 times 3. And for D, D is 2 times 1. So it's not going to be possible. This is 3, that's 2. It's not going to be possible. ها؟ معايا؟ بص تانية. دايما ال two numbers اللي beside each other لازم يبقوا equal to each other. ماشي؟ طيب أنا استغربت. طيب AE. This is A and with respect to E. Is it possible? No. طيب BD. No. طب CD.
Yes.
Yes, possible. لأن CD هي عبارة عن 2 times 2. طيب anyone to give me the result of CD? I need CD.
Yes, 1 times 5.
1 times 5 plus.
Plus 2 times negative 3. Negative 1.
Then negative 2 times 5.
10.
Negative 10.
Negative 10 plus.
لا plus 1.
ليه؟
لا ما هي 1
ما هو
times that plus
Negative 2 times 5. Negative 2 times 5 is going to be negative 10. بعدين 1 times negative 3 is going to be negative 50. برضو, I want you to care about this. You understand the problem very well, you understand the theory, but you are not so good with the numbers of positive and negative. And believe me, all of us have mistakes on this, even now. Okay? EB, okay. B transpose times C. Anyone?
Yes.
B transpose times C. First of all, get transpose of B. Any ideas about the B transpose?
2 1 1.
صح?
Okay. 2 1 1.
Okay. This is 2 times 3. Is it going to be possible to multiply it by C times C, which is 2 by 2?
What's the question?
The question is, I need to get B transpose times C. Is it possible? This is B transpose.
Yes, بعد كده يبقى 1 over 2.
But times C, C, it's not possible. Because C is a 2 by 2. Is it possible to get C times D?
C times D, yes.
Huh? Remark, D times C is not possible, but it is possible to get C times D.
Isn't it 3 rows and 2 columns, not 2 rows?
لا روز الأول
Sorry. C times, just, I'm sorry. This is C, which is 2 by 2, times do. It can be, it's durable, but what I meant is to have in B transpose, so it's durable now. What I meant, B transpose times C is not possible, but C times B transpose is possible. Because C is a 2 by 2 and the B transpose is 2 by 3. معايا يا طلب؟
بس هو قصده ان the first one supposed to be 3 times 2 not 2 times 2.
The first one's supposed to be
اللي احنا هنخليها مش عارفة
3 rows and 2 columns.
Yes.
فهي
I'm sorry. كلامك انت صح. ايوه صح، كلامك صح. يبقى دي كده 3 by 2. ايوه مظبوط، انا اللي اتلخبطت. السي دي 2 by 2 وده gonna be 3 by 2, so it's not gonna be possible. But this can be possible. Yes, you are right. Okay. Remark, it's a little bit confusing, so you have to focus. Okay. This problem is very nice. I want ideas about it. I'm not going to talk about it. Now you have the knowledge in order to be able to solve a problem like this. But I want you to think, what should we do? Please, all of you.
What is the marker and the board?
I don't like it. You're right here. It's better.
Okay. A matrix with 3 columns. Okay.
Let A be a matrix. Let A be a matrix with 3 columns. You know the number of columns, okay? And AB is a 5 by 7 matrix.
5 by 7 لا 5 by 8.
How many rows does matrix A have?
ثانية.
And what are the dimensions of matrix B?
اللي هو الروز
Should be written.
دي الروز ودي كولوم.
Take a pen and go to the other. Think. ما تقدرش تفكر فيها من غير ما تكتب على فكرة. انت ليه فتحتها؟ مش محتاج تفتحها.
Okay.
يتعامل معاها اكتب بس الدايمنشن. ده questions about dimensions.
عدد
Let A step by step. Let A be a matrix with how many number of columns? 7. Simply A is something times B and 3. It's supposed to be multiplied by another matrix, it's called B, to have a result of AB both together with a dimension 5 times 7. In order to be able to do the multiplication, any suggestions?
Matrix B has to be 3 by n.
3
by n.
By
7.
7. That's n. It should equal to
5.
So, how many rows does matrix A have?
5 rows.
5 of them. What are the dimension of matrix B? Matrix
By
B
seven.
is going to be 3
By 7.
by 7. That's it. Really a very simple question, but it needs an experience. You can't answer such type of questions without writing. You will have tried it. Okay? مين؟ البي جاب منين؟ 3 ها؟ هو قال لي
To multiply
let A be a matrix with 3 columns. So I don't know the number of rows, but I know the number of columns. He succeeded in multiplying them, since he's saying that if A times B equal to what? يبقى إذا A times B equal 5 to 7. So B must satisfy the condition that the number of columns in B should equal to the number of rows in A. And the 2 external numbers, it is the dimension of the result matrix. اوكي يا شباب؟ تمام؟ حلو ظريف. طيب انا عايزك خلاص دول صورهم بقى، تاخد لهم صوره وهم موجودين معاك. رامي خلاص؟
بس انا بكتب حاجه.
طيب صورها.
ممكن السلايد اللي قبلها صور.
السلايد اللي قبله؟
السلايد دي نازله كده.
السلايدز دي مش مشكله، السلايدز دي ممكن ننزلها لك. على فكره نزلت لكم السلايدز على الجروب بتاعنا اللي موجود على موديل، نزلتها لك. بصوا على دي كده شباب. رامي تعالوا بص على دي كده. صوروهم وعايزك to try it by yourself. عايزك تفكر فيهم لوحدك. هنا بيقول consider the matrices A, B and C. Verify whether A and B commute ولا لا. تعمل ايه؟
اشوف الروز كولوم واشوفهم
ها؟
يعني مثلا هينفع
طب ماشي ينفع، بس هل هم زي بعض؟
هل هم زي بعض؟
يعني نفس الريزلتس؟
لا مش نفس الريزلت كده.
طب ما هو عايزك تشوف.
الكمبيوتر ده اللي هو يعني
الكمبيوتر يعني ينفع تقلبهم.
ايوه ينفع.
ماشي هو مش عايزك تعمل كده، هو بيقول لك فيريفاي ان A و B هم فعلا ينفعوا يتقلبوا. يعني ايه؟ يعني عايزك تجيب A تايمز B وتجيب B تايمز A وتشوفهم ايكوال تو ايتش اذر ولا لا. شباب فاهمين انا بقول ايه؟ هلا بلال عمر يا رامي خليك معايا الدقيقتين بتاعك. بص هنا بيقول consider the matrices، هو مديك ال A وال B ومين؟ وال C. هو عايزك توريني أو تثبت إنه برغم إن الماتريسيز كلها A times B doesn't equal to B times A even if the multiplication is possible. حتى لو multiplication is possible they are not going to equal to each other in general. بس هو بيقول لك in this specific case maybe they commute. So all you have to do is to multiply A times B, then multiply B times A and see if they are identical or not. If they are identical, equal to each other, then they commute. Find the general matrix that commutes with C. Any suggestions?
اي حاجه المفروض
أي حاجة، عايزك تقول أي حاجة مع C.
identity matrix.
بس كده الراجل ده بيتكلم صح. يعني على طول لو أنا بتكلم على general matrix that can be commute with C، على طول أروح كاتب إنها مين؟
identity.
This is a general matrix that can be multiplied by C. Ci equal IC and the result will be C. خلاص كفايه انت بقى اقعد بص على دول كده، مش مشكله انا عايز اتكلم على حاجه جديده. الكل يقعد الساعه كام دلوقتي؟ خلصت 12 ونص. ها؟
واحده الا ربع.
انا معاك دلوقتي. دي برضو حلوه قوي، دي حلوه قوي. هقول دي بس وهخلع لان عايز اقول حاجه ثانيه، ماشي؟ عشان اقفل بكره الكميه اللي المفروض انك تبقى تمام قوي. طيب حد يديني سجشنز فيه؟
اوكي ماتريكس.
ارجوك ادي لنفسك فرصه انك تفكر عليه ما بتشوفها اول مره في كويز. بيقول find if possible a matrix A، انا مش عارف الاي دي بكام، انا عايزك تجيبها ايه؟ ماليش دعوه. and a scalar K والفاليو بتاعت ال K such that اللي قدامك ده يحصل. حد any suggestions؟ امشي فيها ازاي؟ افكر ازاي؟ اعمل ايه؟
multiply matrix A by الماتريكس اللي قدام by السكيلرز دي، لا by الماتريكس ال 175093. اوكي I multiply that by A بس تمام، ده انا reverse multiplication يعني اشوف انا طلعت الفاليوز ازاي.
ايوه انا عايز I need matrix A.
انا عارف.
I need the numbers and everything.
انا هعمل سوم بتاع كل ماينس 1.
ايه؟
انا بعمل كده، انا هعمل سوم بتاع كل ماينس.
لا
Just a sec. Just a sec.
It's do.
What's the dimension of the first matrix?
2 by 1 2 by 3
This is 3
3 by 2.
by 2. So this matrix supposed to be 2 by something. The result is
3 by 2.
يبقى 2 by 2.
so this is has to be 2 by 2. It has to be 2 by 2.
Why is that? عشان 2.
Okay, let's get the values of matrix A. I will let matrix A to be x1, x2, x3, and x4. Is it possible? Let's do the multiplication.
Okay.
I need the blue pen, my blue pen.
Yes, sir.
So we can say that 1 times x1
1 times x1
plus 7 times
15
x3. And it should equal to,
-4.
do the second row and the first column. So it's going to be
5 times x1.
5 of x1 plus 0 times x3, which is going to disappear, and the value is going to be,
15.
that's x1 value. Now you know it is 3. Take x1 and sub in the first equation, which will lead to that 7x3, it's going to equal to -7, which will develop x3 equal -1. Are you with me?
Where did I get the 3?
Huh?
Where did we get the 3?
Let's
Five
do
times
it once more. One, 5, 9, 7, 0, 3.
Okay.
Matrix A.
What
It's
is
gonna
the
be
square matrix? 2 by 2.
x1,
x2.
x2,
x3.
x3, x4. And the result is here.
اه
Let's do the multiplication.
اوكي فاحنا بسيط 1 times x1
So it's gonna be 1 times x1,
the x1
then 7 plus
7 plus x3
7 times x3. Then you will have the first row with the second column. And that's gonna be x2 plus 7 over x4. Do once more the second row with the first column. Do it.
second row
So it's gonna be
5 times
5x1,
5x1 plus
and that's it. 5x1 and that's it.
0
Okay, then second times second. So it's gonna be 5 over x what?
x2
Perfect. Do the last one. So it's gonna be 9 of an x1
x1
plus 3 times x3.
3x3
And the other one is gonna be 9
9x2
times x2 plus 3 times x4. Yes?
okay تمام
Tala, with me? Any problems? Okay. This matrix supposed to equal to that one. معايا بلال؟ يبقى ده معناها ان الفيرست فاليو which is x plus 7x3 should equal to what?
-4
That's an equation. Okay? With two variables in it. So the first equation is x1 plus 7 over x3 supposed to equal to -4. For the second one, which is 5x1, I will use this one. It's very, very simple. It should equal to 15. Are you with me?
تمام اوكي
شباب معايا؟ عمر فارس معايا؟
just
شباب؟
x1
يا
equals
جلال
3
هو انا ليه بتهز؟
معاك والله انا مش عايز بس ارخم
طب حلو
عايز
قوي.
صوت بس
يبقى اذا ده معناها ان x1 من هنا طلعت بكام؟
3 اوكي
صح؟
فسبستيتيوت
I will take this and I will substitute in the first equation. Replace x1 by 3. That's in x3 هيساوي طبعا ده لما احطه ب 3 I will move it to the other side. It's gonna be -3 plus -4. It's gonna be -7 over 7. So it's gonna be
-1
-1. Now you know x3 and you know x1. معايا تلا؟ Can you do the second equation? ها؟ x2 ها تلا؟ x2 plus 7 over x4 should equal to what? This value should equal to, yes? Huh? Then 5 over x2 should equal to what? يبقى إذا 5x2 should equal to 0.
x2 0
That's in x2 equal to, take x2 and 3 sub in the first one. Replacing x2 equal to 0, that will lead to x4 equal to 2. Now you know that the matrix A, it's supposed to be now 3, then -1, then x, I'm sorry, yes, no, x2 is supposed to be 0, x is 3, I believe -1, x4 equal to 2. This is the matrix A. He is asking you also about the value of K, which is supposed to equal to 9x2 plus 3x4. K equal to 9 times x2
0
plus 3 times x4. So x2 equal to 0, x4 equal to 2, so K should equal to 6. Imagine that he gave you such a problem and he is asking you about a multiple choice with the value of K. So you will have to solve it first, then you choose. عمر خلاص؟ واضحة؟ أرجوكم بصوا فيهم و give yourself a chance to think. Should I substitute? Should I just work with the dimensions? What should we do? Okay?
انا مش فاهم هو السؤال عايز ايه بس لو جيت السؤال ده
عايزك تطلع
لا لا بيقول لك السؤال بيقول ايه؟ بيقول if possible لو ممكن تقول لي الماتريكس ايه دي كام؟ ماتريكس A كام؟ ريسيو حركم الله. ماتريكس A دي بكام؟ 3 تايمز 4 ازاي؟ جبتها منين؟ 2 تايمز 2؟
لا 3 تايمز 2.
ليه 3 تايمز 2؟
هما 3 روز.
ازاي؟ دي لوحدها 3 تايمز 2. انا بقى دلوقتي بتكلم عن الماتريكس دي. اولا عشان مالتيبليكيشن يبقى لازم تبدا ب 2 صح؟ ها جلال مش معايا.
شويه.
طيب خليني امسح ده واعيد الحته دي تاني بتاعت الدايمنشن، ده مهم قوي. جلال تاني انا عندي sum matrix times A equal value.
صم ماتريكس. انا فهمت خلاص
فهمتني؟
فهمت. انا افتكرت ايه خلاص فهمت.
خلاص اوكي. وطبعا هي ريكوردد فانت ان شاء الله اول ما اخلص اعمل لها ابلود. اوكي انزل ده على البروجرام بتاع بايثون. كل طبعا لو انت عندك اوريدي داونلود حاول انك تداونلود. انا كنت ده الاول على الجهاز بتاعي على اللابتوب بتاعي، وانا زي ما قلت لك in the beginning of this lecture I will talk with one of my colleagues to just to go through it with you, and also I will try to attend with you this lecture. I need to be to try this one. It's supposed to be really very simple. All you have to do is to enter these arrays the way that was given and see the results in front of you. He will give you a startup with that, and I will also try to attend it. This is another example on the Python, and also this slide talking about this. Okay, any questions? Thank you. Okay, maybe. Once more, remember. الساعة كام دلوقتي معاك؟
الساعة 12:48
and we should finish our lecture at 1. 10 minutes, that's only what I'm asking you now, and I will continue tomorrow. In the previous lecture, we spoke about why we deal with matrices, why we are going through matrices. The idea behind matrices is the capability of solving a system of equations. So if I have this equation, look at this equation. It contains A1 x1, A2 x2, A3 x4, up to AN xn equal to B. It's something like this. 3x1 plus 4 of an x2 plus 5x3 equal 12. This is an equation first degree. From where did you know that it's a first degree? Because all these variables, the power in them is 1. But it is in several variables because you have x1, x2, x3. Unfortunately, you can't solve this problem. You will need to have a number of equations equal to the number of unknowns. For us, how many unknown in this equation? 3 of them. You will need 3 equations. In order to solve and define the values of x1, x2, x3, you will have to have a same number of equations equal to the same number of unknowns. And these equations should be, these equations that we are talking about, it should be independent of each other. It should be different equations. This is why we call it a system of equation. So if I have a system like this, see, A11, x1, he's writing A11 in order to identify the coefficient of x1 to a certain place. So once I write it this way, it can be put easily into a matrix for A11, A21, blah, 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 till you reach AM1, so it's an open dimension. This is A12. You will find here A22, which is another number, blah, 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 till you reach A of M and 2. And you will continue to an n number of unknowns. So this is A1n, and blah, 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 till you reach ANM. This is what's called a coefficient matrix. Those are all the numbers of these values. But you will tell me these are coefficients, doing numbers, صح كده؟ طب فين variables? Okay. Can I write the variables in a column matrix? Yes, I can. x1, x2, x3, blah 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 till you reach xn. So this is actually the number of unknowns that we are talking about. I'm sorry, this is n. And this will equal to a column of results, which is gonna be b1, b2, blah blah blah, till you reach bn. See, instead of dealing with the system of equation, I've succeeded in changing it into a system of matrices. Actually, the matrices were invented in order to overcome this issue. لاحظ ان لو انا ضربت الفيرست column, the first row in the first column, it will give you the first equation. If I multiply the second row in the first column, you will get the second equation exactly. معايا تلقى؟ يبقى هنا انا نجحت بدل ما كنت بتعامل مع system of equations عمليه صعبه جدا طبعا معاها وحش قوي الى اني احوله لسيستم اوف بين اوف ماتريسز. على فكره يا شباب انا هكمل ده بكره. بصوا لو انا عندي ax equal b it's exactly وده اللي انا بدات بيه المحاضره اللي فاتت لو تفتكروا. حتى بالتالي كنت كتبتها كده 3x equals 6. How to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? You will multiply both sides in the reciprocal of 3. So it's going to be 3 times 1 over 3x equal 1 over 3 of 6. Those will eat each other and it's going to give you the identity of multiplication, which is 1. So you will end up having x, which equal to 2, and you solved this problem. It's exactly like this in matrices. But instead of dealing with the numbers, خلي بالك يا جلال, I will multiply both sides in a minus 1. This is what's going to happen. I will multiply both sides from the left in a minus 1. Once you multiply in a minus 1, those parts will eat each other and it will end up having I equal x, which is going to equal to a minus 1 times b. Then x equal the result. This is the idea of matrices. Of inventing matrices and the link between it and a system of equation. We will go through this tomorrow. We will go through the echelon form, inshallah, and the main operations that the main row operation or the Gauss operations that we will see tomorrow, inshallah. Tomorrow at what time our lecture? 9. Okay. At 9. The room is okay. Thank you very much for attending today. Thank you.